If you're working a 9-to-5 job right now, chances are you have a lot of trouble with time constraints. This is causing a lot of headache and frustration and maybe some anxiety about, okay, am I really going to make it in this music game? So we don't want to choose between the job and the music. We want to be a musician full time. So there are going to be some steps that we need to take to achieve this vision or this goal of being a full-time artist and musician. And I'm going to address some of those issues coming up right here on the Music Money Makeover Show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham, and this is a bit of an update on a video that I made maybe 2 years ago now about how to quit your job and do music full time. But I figured I would dive deep a little bit into that video and offer some more suggestions for those who really work that 9-to-5 job and are really trying to quit that job and get out. So let's hop right in. So because we don't have a lot of time, we got to figure out what you're really trying to do. This is going to help us utilize our time wisely. Check this out. Understanding what you genuinely want to achieve in your music career is essential. So by having clear and concise goals here, you'll save both time and effort. And this is important when we have a 9-to-5. So it aligns your passion with a clear path, which reduces frustration from being overwhelmed. The philosophical solution here is realizing that you don't have to abandon your day job to pursue music seriously yet. Okay, it's about aligning your passion with your daily life. And so you got to figure out, I'm off at 5. And if I'm not working in a big city, it may take me an hour to get home. It may take me less. Or if I'm working virtually, I'm right there. So I just probably need an hour to decompress before I get into the music things. All right. And we're going to get into more details, but you want to figure out what you're really trying to do, because we don't have time to waste. All you got is the few hours between getting off work and going to sleep. And if we have some clear, concise goals, this can really help you. The more focus you have, the more you're going to make of your time. Now, we got to trim the fat from the plan. This goes hand in hand with the time and the goal. In crafting your music career, it's crucial to trim unnecessary elements from your plans. This is a must, okay? This approach saves time, like I just said, and helps you focus on what really matters. A streamlined and focused planning process eliminates confusion and aligns with the philosophical belief that focusing on what's essential encourages growth and progress in your career. And it does. Like I just said that on the last slide. I know I jumped ahead, but it does. You got to trim that fat. We only probably have 4 hours maximum after our job during the week to work on our music. So we got to have our goals. You got to be so goal oriented to get out of that 9-to-5. It's not going to be funny. So you definitely will have to trim the fat here. Now, we want to block out 1 to 2 hours daily to work on your craft. Now, I'm saying 1 to 2 hours minimal, because if you got kids, then 1 to 2 hours is pretty much all you're going to have. You know, after you got to help them with the homework and, you know, the dinner got to be ready and they got to get to bed and all of that. You only got 1 to 2 hours after the whole day to work on your music, and you have to muster up the last little bit of energy you have to push through. So dedication to your craft is key to success. By blocking out 1 to 2 hours daily to work on your music, you're not only building skills, but also nurturing a consistent routine that enhances confidence. This is true. You get in that routine every day. Every day, I'm knocking out 1 to 2 hours every day, every day. By the time you do have 4 to 5 hours to do this every day, you're going to be a beast. The philosophical aspect is understanding that dedication and consistency are vital in developing yourself as an artist. It is. There's a lot of artists who have the time of day to work, but they're not consistent. They waste their time away. Your craft deserves daily attention, and that commitment will shine through in your work. It just will. Now, you want to pace your creation process and schedule your content. All right, because this is still a part of your development process if you're getting going. So regular content creation and strict scheduling keeps fans engaged and builds momentum in your career. A structured approach to planning and pacing your creation process eliminates stress and ensures you're continually moving forward. The philosophical underpinning here is that artistry requires both creativity and discipline. And it's not just about inspiration, it's about putting in the hard work and managing your time to make your dreams a reality. Okay, that's all it is. Now, here's a little tip on the content creation. Most of this stuff should be pre-scheduled. Gem of the day. Most of the stuff should be pre-scheduled. Nobody should be making content in real time if you don't have to. Saves a ton of stress. I'm telling you, I can't tell you how much stress it saves. I can't tell you the fact that I have all these videos pre-scheduled and I do them all for the month, and then I just emails and everything. Everything you all get is all pre-scheduled. You know what I mean? Saves me a bunch of time and headache. Now, what if I don't have the discipline to stick to the schedule? Start small and gradually build a habit. Consistency will come with practice, but you're going to need this consistency and discipline if you're going to get in this game anyway and make some serious cash. It just doesn't happen without the discipline. So you're going to have to stick to the schedule if you want to last long in this game. Bro, I got kids. I can't do this. We just talked about the kids. You can do this. You just have to be more structured in your life and with your time to make this happen. It just is what it is. So you have to tell the children, hey man, this is dad's time. This is mom's time. Y'all, I done had my time with y'all. Y'all go over there. This is what I'm doing. This is what we doing tonight. So you go to bed. I'm going to be over here. Don't wake me up. You know what I'm saying? Don't come bother me for nothing. For those of y'all that got kids or children, you can understand what I'm saying. What if I fail despite following these steps? Understand that failure is a part of growth. Evaluate, learn, and adjust your plan accordingly. But to be honest with you, you're not really failing. All you're trying to do is accumulate more time. So you need more momentum for your music and your career, which means you got to put more content out. You know, develop those songs. But as you get more momentum on that, you really won't be failing. You'll be figuring out, okay, I can do this better. I can tweak this here. I can get that better. I can do this better. And then you can kind of transform your music career from there. Okay. Ultimately, you're not going to fail. And I have you in the business aspect because I made something called the 60-day record label course. It's a framework to establish your record label in a perfect 60-day sequence. And this is everything that you're going to need to do while you're working that 9 to 5 anyway to get the foundation built so that when you move out of the 9 to 5, we're not rushing to get this done. We don't want to do this when we have momentum going, which is really what's going to happen after you leave the 9 to 5. So you want to have all this stuff done before you do. What we're going to do is we're going to build an LLC and a bank account for some base level anonymity. We're going to collect your international and domestic publishing and record royalties. Yes, we can do that without a middleman taking 15%. And then I also want you to grab the contracts in there and really go through the walkthrough process so you can understand how this game works. So by the time you leave that 9 to 5 job, you have a pretty good idea of where you want to position yourself in this industry and what deals you will and won't take in this game. All this stuff in the bottom right hand corner is what is included in the course. You can click the link below the video to get started today or just check out more information on it. Let's develop your strategy together. Book a call right down below in the description of this video. I got you covered whether you're on the course or whether you're not. I know you got questions. Holla at me. Grab the free stuff below if this is your first time watching the channel. But check this out. Here is the successful ending. Clear and realistic goals. That's what you're going to have. That's the first thing you're going to have with this. Efficient scheduling. You're going to learn that too. You're going to have dedication to the craft on the daily, which causes consistency to content creation and music creation. And you'll have the flexibility to learn from failure, which in this case, like the failure that you're going to be having is going to be very minimal because you have a lot of time to really work on your stuff. So yeah. All right. And then the alignment of your passion and career, right? Because it's like, all right, my career is here and I hate this job, but the passion is going to align with the drive to get out of that career. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, here's where you're going to mess up with the lack of clear direction, inconsistency in practice, and resisting change or adjustments. Like, I just can't, we can't do that. We can't be in that place of, I'm tired, I can't do this. Because if you really want to win in this game, you're going to have that drive to make it happen because nobody's going to do it for you, right? You're your own employer now at this point. Okay, so you're going to have that drive. You're going to have that clear direction. You're going to have to really practice that consistency, and you're going to have to be available for change or adjustments. You get what I'm saying? That just is what it is. So this is where we want to be. You got this. Ultimately, you can transform into that full-time musician. I mean, check out the steps in this video again if you need to. But really buckle down on how you're going to manage your time and then what you're going to use that time for. Every little bit counts, and those little bit of hours that you have right now in the beginning will allow you to expand upon your career later. All right, music money makers. So if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, download the free stuff below, jump into the 60-day record label course, book a call there, and I'll see you next time. Peace.